the coronavirus is happening, and it's been in this pandemic, there's been an entire shift in the social life. Businesses are closed, social distancing, wearing masks, PPE, and the whole change that we know is the quarantine. But that's all in support of where the battle is really happening, is inside of us. It's the immune system that's going to defeat the virus. So we do social distancing to keep the virus from spreading to others before an immune system can kill it or take it out of activity inside of a person. A vaccine eventually is basically stimulating and fortifying immune systems so that it can resist the virus. So all of these external things that are important are really there and to really support the immune system inside of us to be able to diminish and maybe even kill off the virus. It's the same thing with a social system as well. And society, when it's sick, the social systems that are here, if you want to recover from the sickness, you want to kind of make changes socially that aim to focus the battle on what's happening on the inside of the person. Because there's a relationship between social sickness and what's happening inside the person. It's a kind of a two-way relationship. But at the end of the day, what's happening inside the person is at the source, because we make the system. So the system then feeds back and can form us, but at the same time, when it gets to the end of the day, it's what's happening on the inside that forms what's on the outside. So what we can do to make a system depends on what we have on the inside. I can't make a system that really doesn't reflect me. I can't do anything because I can only do what I am. I can only make outside of me what I am on the inside. So the systems that we do now, that if we want to make change and social change, whether it's political and economic, whatever we might want to do, it has to be aimed towards helping people to look at the sickness, whatever problem might be on the inside. That what is the long-term change is going to come from the root of all of this, which is in the human heart, inside the interior of each human person. So we have to be careful of wanting to make a change politically or exteriorly in the social realm and think that that's going to end up changing, getting rid of the problem. It doesn't get to the root, because only when it supports the change on the inside can it actually get to the root of the problem. And if not, then it becomes just a sort of a continued game of whack-a-mole, which is, you kind of have the circles and you try to whack the mole, looks like it's gone, but just pops up in another way later. So to get to the root, and if we really want long-term change, it's making social changes, forcing social changes, for example, on people, that becomes a resistance from people actually looking at the inside or projecting how we want the world to be before looking at how I am on the inside. Those can get short-term results, but it becomes another game of whack-a-mole. We don't get any long-term change. Long-term change starts on the inside of people. So hopefully, again, this time, we have a chance to, if we're going to make social change, to have it places and opportunities oriented to allow people to be able to do the looking at and the change on the inside as well.